Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's to Bowers once again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Raiders at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in preparing for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll send Gibbons in motion. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Got a man. It's Collins, complete.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And this pass broken up. And the contact, long time there, and now 4th down.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but we're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Hunter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Looking to throw. Hunter.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Back to throw. Hunter.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's got this down to the 35.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 13. And Matthews has it right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Adams the man in motion right. Operating from the gun, Hunter.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking to throw. Hunter.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The coach keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hunter. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Brock Bowers. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mahomes to throw once more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hunter. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Hunter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On fourth down, Hunter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Operating from the gun, Hunter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the...
And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Hunter. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 82 yards. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Mahomes.
He'll complete this one to Collins. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone. So tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Here's first and 10. Mahomes.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up now on second down. Mahomes will throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's Mahomes.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this